Hi friends, it's Becca with Becca's Creation. I'm a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Clarksville, Tennessee. I decided to go live well, not live, but decided to go ahead and record a video of how to create the tote to the Notes and Totes bundle. There's been a few questions about how to create that tote, so I'm going to do this real quick. So these are the components, the dies that you'll need to create the tote. So this is the main body of the tote. You'll need two cutouts. So get the scrap paper and cut two of these out. And then you're going to need your handle. You have two choices for your handle. I decided to go with this one. And again, you'll need two of those. So I have that. This is for the front panel of your tote. It's up to you if you want to add that or not. I went ahead and cut mine out. And then this piece right here is the straps or the base to the bottom of your that will go on to the toes. So I decided to go with two cutouts of this because I want it to go all the way around the toe, and you'll see that once I put it together. So this tote was inspired by Deborah Harrison over at Simply Sweet in Ink Designs, and I am a Disney fan, and she created this tote, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you will need to go ahead and burnish your score lines on your tote. You've got the two here. So this right here is actually your tab. So you need to fold those in, and you're going to do the same thing for your second die cut piece. And I found when I assembled this for the presentation at Onstage, I found that if I glued the side pieces first, it helped come it together. So you just, you need a little bit of glue. And then what you're going to do is, so your tabs are folded in, and you're just going to connect these two pieces like this. Okay, so you want to make sure they're lined up. And I am going to grab, I have these little sewing clips that I got off of Amazon, and I find when I do projects, 3D projects, and I work with glue, it helps. So I'm just going to clip this really quick while I work the other line. So you see those two tabs. Again, you're going to fold those in. You're just going to put a little bit of glue on here. Okay. And again, you're going to bring those in and connect them. So, all right, I'm going to get another clip. You don't need the clip, but I just like it because it secures it for me. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my handle, and I'm going to glue, just put a little dab of glue on this here. And this will help me when I go to line up my bag. So I got one side down, and then I'm going to take this strip here and whoops, I'm going to get glue everywhere. I'm going to line it up along that crease line, that score line that was there. And then I'm going to do the same with the other piece. Okay. You hear that heavy breathing? That is not me. That is my puppy. Okay. And then this piece here, okay, you're going to go ahead and glue that down to the bottom. Okay. So I'm just going to line that up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side of our tote. And that'll give us time for those pieces to adhere So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on my handle. I'm using this as a reference guide to line up, to make sure my handles line up. Okay. And then again, we're going to use this glue. Again, we'll line that up along the score line. I love Disney, and we are set to go next month. I can't wait. Our family loves Disney. All right, so the last piece, we're going to take this, put a little bit of glue on. Line that up. All right, so these two pieces should be really good. They are. So see how that lines, oops, well, I say see how they lined up. They did, oh, okay, now it did. I guess I had a little bit of glue on that side. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my base here. So these little tabs here, you want to bring those in like this. Okay, so I'm just bringing that in like this. Okay. And then the same. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I've worked one side in already. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue here. And then, now I found that this has worked for me. You could probably start with the bottom first and then do the tabs. It's completely up to you, but this is just what has worked for me when I went to create these. So I think I'm going to have to put some more glue on that. I didn't put enough glue down here. So let's see how I didn't have enough glue right here in the end. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue. Make sure that connects. All right. All right. So I'm holding those pieces down. Okay. Let me put a little bit more glue. So that is our tote. I'm going to go ahead and line. I'm going to put dimensional on here. And then I actually have some Mickey ears that I was able to get as confetti. So that's what I'm going to use to decorate the front of this bag. If you don't have Mickey confetti laying around in your craft room, then you can just use a circle punch to create a Mickey head. So it's completely up to you. But I have one of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up. And then I'll come in and add some bling and some ribbon. She had used some black and white checkered. I think it was black and white checkered. And then she added the glasses. So what do you think? I hope this inspires you to create your version of your tote. And if it helps you, please share below. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.